wish you had a skincare therapist bestie with over a decade of experience whisper skincare tips, ingredients, and solutions in your ear? Welcome to the Skin Coach in Georgia podcast. I am your host, Mayade Samini, a clinical esthetician and founder of Urban Skincare Clinic. Whether you're challenged with acne, rosacea, dark spots, or just want to learn how to maintain a healthy glow, this podcast is for you. Let's transform your skin one episode at a time. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Skin Coach in Georgia podcast, sponsored by Urban Skincare Clinic. Thank you for tuning in. And happy October. It is officially fall season, my favorite time of year. Cheers to the last quarter of the year and the start of all the holidays and festivities. So exciting. By the way, we are changing the podcast schedule to once per month. Look for new episodes on the first of each month. Obviously, if you're in our system, you will receive a reminder email when new episodes go live. Okay, today I am answering some of your most commonly asked questions. So here we go. Why do you ask clients to fill out an intake form? Well, it gives us, your provider, a background on you and your current health and any concerns you might be having with your skin. Different illnesses and conditions and medications affect people differently, and it will determine the way we will proceed with your treatment. Why didn't all of my blackheads get extracted? Well, first, let's go over the difference between blackheads and sebaceous filaments. A blackhead or a whitehead are commonly known as comedones. A blackhead is an open comedone because the plug inside the pore is exposed to air. Therefore, it oxidizes and turns dark, hence the name blackhead. Now, sometimes there is a layer of skin over this plugged pore, and the sebum and the pus inside is not exposed to air, so it stays white, hence the name whitehead. Now, sebaceous filaments are extra sebum or oil production that gets stuck in your pores, most commonly on the T-zone, forehead, middle of forehead, nose, and chin. And those areas will fill again and again because we have larger pores on our T-zone for secretion of sweat and oil. But with proper skincare product use and proper ingredient use, you can significantly lower the amount of impactions over time and extractions, professional extractions. You will have less and less congestion, which is exciting, which in return, your pores appear smaller. And when it comes to extractions during a professional treatment, during a facial, we prepare the skin beforehand for extractions. And then we have a short window to do so. And then we know when to stop. If you keep going, once the skin has had enough, there's a chance to cause damage and scarring and traumatizing the skin, which is why it's so important to leave extractions to the professional, your esthetician. But fun fact, the more hydrated your skin, your body is, the easier and better extractions go. What does it take to become an esthetician? Well, in the state of Georgia, and every state is different, you have to pass 1,000 hours of theory and hands-on training. Then you will have to take a written and practical exam. Once you pass both of those exams, then you will be able to obtain your aesthetic license. How should I prepare for my first appointment? First and foremost, stop any and all active ingredients, such as retinol, topical medicated creams, and such. Stop exfoliating 3 to 5 days ahead of or before your appointment. And bring your current skincare routine with you to your first appointment so your esthetician can assess what you've been doing with your skin, what's working, what's not working, and and then from there, she can customize a routine for your skin's need and condition. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to go back and listen to episode number 4, which is all about the difference between professional versus over the counter skincare products. The next question is, what are some of the best practices after a facial treatment? Well, some lifestyle things are it's a good idea to go ahead and change your pillowcase the night of your facial. You now have clean face. You want to, lay on a clean pillowcase and get in a habit of changing your pillowcase at least once a week. I personally change my pillowcase on the nights I wash my hair, which is about 2 to 3 times a week, but I am acne prone. And so I will do anything in my power to keep breakouts away. So if that means changing my pillowcase so many times a week, so be it. What should I expect after a facial treatment? Well, it that 100% depends on what type of treatment you receive. But in general, if you do like a facial type treatment, expect to feel and look very clean, smooth. Your skin will be brighter and very well hydrated. How do you determine what facial is best for my skin? Based on your skin type and the improvements you'd like to see. Is there really a way of getting rid of scars and improving skin texture? Yes, absolutely. For acne scars and fine lines specifically, the microchanneling treatment we currently or recently launched is ideal. The aesthetic industry has evolved and it's improved so much, even within the past 5 to 10 years, it's very exciting. We are able to improve so many skin conditions without the need for invasive procedures. What's the most effective treatment for forehead wrinkles? Well, it depends. If you want to freeze your muscles from moving and creating creases on your forehead, then you should look into Botox. However, if you would like to take a more natural and holistic approach and improve your skin's health in general, then I highly recommend microchanneling, chemical peels, and following a customized for you skincare routine at home because Botox and fillers, injectables are great, but they don't do anything for your skin's texture and tone. Skincare does. So they go hand in hand, honestly. What is the most common mistake you see people making with their skin? Hands down, using the wrong skincare products at home. And it's because they self recommend from just whatever looks good and smells good off the shelves in the stores, but also following influencers who are not skincare therapists. They're not qualified to offer skincare advice. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget. Here's a quick story. I had a client who had melasma, and melasma is a darkening of the skin, a dark patch, if you will. It's different than dark spots like brown spots. It's not a distinct spot. It's like a mask, a patch of darkness on the skin. It's common. It's hormone related. We've done a podcast episode on it if you want to learn more about it, but it's tied to hormones and it's common after pregnancy. But anyways, she was making her melasma worse by steaming her face multiple times a week. How did she learn this or where she got the idea from? An influencer she was following. She was making her melasma worse. Heat is the absolute enemy to melasma. You want to stay away from any and all sources of heat, direct sun exposure, sauna, being in the heat. So, yeah, she was steaming her face multiple times a week. And she learned a lot, to say the least, after she came in, and her melasma looks much better now. All right. How do you recommend finding a local esthetician? Well, honestly, looking online, checking them out online, reading reviews. I read reviews of new places that I'm interested in going in, and or a new provider. But look, reading their good and bad reviews, I always read the bad, especially the bad reviews, just to see what is this person complaining about? Is it legit or what's going on? But most importantly, making an appointment and meeting them in person. I personally, it's important to me to like my provider as a person, as a human. You'll know once you've found the right person, you'll click, if you know what I mean. What is the best remedy to clear acne? I have tried it all and nothing works. Well, my friend, I feel you. If you haven't listened to the very first episode of this podcast, I encourage you to do so. I share my story of how I became an esthetician. It's because I had acne, really bad acne, and it was affecting my self esteem. But I go in a little bit more detail in that first episode. But there is no cure for acne. However, believe it or not, clear skin is possible. I am an acne specialist, and it's through Face Reality Skincare. It is a wonderful, I mean, unlike anything else, program where we take a holistic approach to clearing acne, and we look at all aspects of your life, diet, lifestyle, skin treatments, and the products you're using are very important too. But we're able to achieve 90 plus clearing rate. We can clear someone's grade 3, 4 acne within 4 to 6 months and keep it under control and manage it. Oftentimes, when you go on medications and topicals prescribed, yes, they'll clear your skin. But as soon as you come off of those things, the medication, the acne comes back. Oftentimes it does. So, anyways, with this approach, you learn how to manage it for life. All that to say, if you have a pimple, don't pop it, please, but rub ice on it after cleansing your skin twice a day. Rub ice on the spot for a couple of minutes, and that will calm it down and calm the inflammation down. Also, something else to look at is if breakouts is, once in a blue moon type of a thing. Face Reality skincare line formulates a wonderful sulfur spot treatment that does wonders for pimples. I mean, they go down, I swear, like 50% overnight. Amazing. Whatever you do, don't use a needle or a pimple popper at home. The chances of you damaging your skin and leaving a scar are very high. Therefore, I highly recommend and advise just, use ice and leave your pimples to be popped by your esthetician. Do you think similar after facial glow results can be achieved at home? Absolutely not, because a professional facial treatment utilizes above consumer grade products and modalities. Therefore, you cannot achieve the same results. I'll give you this analogy. Sure, you brush and floss your teeth every day, but you still need to see your dentist and your hygienist for deep cleaning. What is the best sunscreen for everyday use? Well, sunscreen is a topic we have covered on the podcast. It's episode number 5. If you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it, because the answer to this question is rather lengthy. So I'm going to encourage you to listen to episode number 5. It's A to Z sunscreen. I'll say this though, find a sun protection cream, lotion that you like and you will use every day. Find one you like and use it every day, because it truly is your first line of defense against aging, premature aging, and skin cancer. What are your thoughts on red and blue light therapy for acne? Oh my goodness. I think blue light works wonders for acne. Blue light is for acne, red is for wrinkles. I think it works great that I include LED therapy in all of my treatments. My teenager is struggling with her skin. What do you recommend? Well, first and foremost, when it comes to teenagers, the number one most important factor is, does their skin's appearance bother them? Because I can give them the best advice in the world, but if they don't follow through and do their part at home, nothing will change. So, for all you moms out there, please make sure your teenager is willing and wants to see change with their skin before seeking help and spending time, money, and energy. I see it all the time. The mom is more concerned with their teenager's acne than the teenager. And if the teenager doesn't want to do what they're supposed to do on a daily basis, nothing will change. Are facials painful? Hmm, I wouldn't say painful. The only part that can be a little bit uncomfortable would be the extractions. And that's because some pressure needs to be applied to express impactions. But depending on what kind of facial you get, my mind immediately goes towards more medical grade treatments. That's what I'm used to. I'm not really used to regular spa kind of treatments. Those, of course, there's no pain. You're just going to relax. Is it normal for my skin to feel sensitive or dry after a facial? Yes. And that is because a professional treatment is almost like a workout for your skin. And any sensitivity or dryness you feel afterwards, think of it as the soreness you feel after exercising. Do facials make you break out? No. A professional facial treatment will, however, make your skin push out impurities. So it will expedite the process. It will bring up and out what was underneath the skin, but it's not going to cause breakouts. Well, what are the benefits of facials anyway? Well, for starters, a facial treatment will deep clean your pores, promote circulation. Depending on what you receive, there can be relaxing, rejuvenating, and deep hydrating, tightening and toning your skin and your facial muscles. Again, it's like a workout for your skin. And they also slow down the process of aging, keep sun damage and breakouts under control. All right, ladies, that was all the questions I had for today to cover. Send us an email to hello@urbanskincareclinic.com and share your questions, and we will cover them on the podcast, and it will help other people too. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next month, November 1st. Same time, same place. All right, bye.